Здравствуйте, уважаемые игроки и зрители моего канала. Продолжаем с вами проходить Игру престолов. Так, нам надо сбежать из тюрьмы. Так, что-то еще есть интересное. Блин, как же тут все сделано нехорошо. Так,
There, the dragon. The passage that Varys told me about must be hidden in that cell. Lore, guide me, you who see all. Reveal to me what is hidden in the dark.
что за фигня? Так, мне же надо вниз идти, да? Ай. Еще какие-то темницы. Здесь ничего нету. Так, ну-ка, надо посмотреть, что у них там есть. Так, здесь нифига нету. Что-то мы еще очень низко спускаемся. Так, тут раздолбано все. Блин, господи. Это управление меня убьет. Когда-нибудь.
Is this a jest? Did you really think he could come through here? Don't even know where he is.
Что-то нашел. Денежки. О, рычаг какой-то. Да господи. Так, нет, постой сначала. Видите, что здесь есть. такой ракурс.
Thank you, my lord. One might say that you arrived just in time.
You? Who are you? What are you doing in these tunnels?
Lord Varys sent me. He was worried that you wouldn't find your way alone.
Well, how very considerate of him. I was beginning to think that he'd sent me here to get lost.
I was also to warn you that the gold cloaks seek you, but those brutes found me first.
I saw that. Enough talk, child. You know the way out of here? Then show me.
Of course, my lord. Follow me. For fuck's sake, it's still closed. Go back into the guard's room, would you, my lord? There must be a winch next to the arrow slit.
Чё, опять надо, что ли, какой-то взгляд использовать?
There's a door over here. If only I could find the mechanism.
Let me see.
Да не ссы.
We're arrived.
Давай, добивай всех. О, Морсом. Красавчик просто. Так, чё у них ничего нет? Ну, так даже не интересно. Давайте добивайте его. О, молодцы. Какое же тупое управление просто. 20. Фигня всякая. Так, 63. Фигня все. Сейчас он сказал обратно наверх.
This is where I leave you, my lord. I'm not permitted to show myself on the occupied floors of the Red Keep.
Why? Do you also have problems with the law?
No, but Lord Varys doesn't want the court to know too much about his little birds. He's quite insistent on that. Go up one more floor. On your right, you'll see a passage leading to the entrance to the dungeons. Lord Varys will find you there.
In that case, go, before the other guards arrive. You've been a great help.
The honor was all mine, my lord. Godspeed.
Куда он вниз убежал куда-то? Здрасте, девочки, и всем пока. Нахер сваливай. Так, ты чё? Его надо, сучку, убивать. Ну иди бей его, блядь. Давай добивай его. Ох, вот это вот вообще капец. Ну, наконец-то. Ох. Сколько боли, а? В одной этой серии. Так, почему мне дали прикольную утку?
Alistair, finally. I had begun to worry that your adventure had come to a most unfortunate end.
It was a close call. The tunnels are swarming with guards. Your little bird came in quite handy.
Yes, this dear treasure is very resourceful, discreet, and loyal too.
What next? Which path must I take to reach the Queen?
Most importantly, have you considered what you will say to her when she asks how you escaped?
I will use it to demonstrate my talents. If she is as ambitious as you have described, she will value my services that much more.
Excellent. It would be very unfortunate for both of us if my name were to reach the Queen's ears. She probably hates me as much as she does her imp of a brother. The throne room is at the top of the stairs behind me. At this hour, you should find the Queen in the upper gallery.
You always find a way to win on all fronts, don't you?
As for me, I will make these bodies disappear. It wouldn't do to add this massacre to your charge. Good luck, my lord. And remember, the Queen does not like to be taken for a fool.
Так, что он с нами попрощался? Что-то больше ничего свороть. Может, что-нибудь есть? Ну, я же говорил, что всегда что-нибудь найдется. Даже вонючие сапоги пригодятся. Блин. Господи. Как же ты... Какое дурацкое управление вообще в этой игре.
Halt! Who are you? State your business.
I am Alistair Sarwick, loyal servant to the crown. I wish to have an audience with Queen Cersei.
The Queen only receives petitioners when holding court. Why don't you explain how you got into the throne room instead? Guards, seize him!
Just a moment, Sir Celtigar. Bring me that man.
Серсеей Ланнистер.
My thanks for granting me an audience, Your Grace. I am Alistair Sarwick of Riverspring, bannerman to House Lannister.
Yes, that name conjures something. You're the man who was arrested for murdering the Gold Cloaks. What I don't know, on the other hand, is how you managed to barge straight
Мне
into the
кажется,
heart
она
of the
здесь
Red Keep.
симпатичнее смотрится, чем в
Explain to
сериале.
me then how you were able to
Собака.
evade the palace guards.
Your Grace, with all due respect, I cannot answer that.
Really? You're playing a very dangerous game, Sir Alistair. I appreciate persistence, but a sensible man should always know when to submit. I will ask you one more time. How were you able to accomplish that feat?
Means matter little to one such as myself. What truly count are the ends. I could have left this keep without looking back, but I would rather offer my talents to the crown.
You may rise, sir. You have my full attention.
Many thanks, Your Grace.
Despite your goodwill, know that you are taking terrible risks. If I must take you into my service, I would first be certain of your absolute loyalty. How did a prisoner such as yourself come all the way up from the dungeons?
I am sorry, but I came to you above all to speak of the future of House Sarwick, of which I am the one and only legitimate heir. I learned that my half-brother, Valar, received your Grace's approval to wed my sister and seize my stronghold.
It was indeed the Crown's decision.
It is my duty to plead my case. This marriage would irreparably dishonor our house.
You stand before me, after escaping from our dungeons, your hands soiled with our loyal protector's blood, and you dare to question the Crown's decisions?
As I told you, I am Alistair Sarwick, son of the late Lord Reynold and heir to Riverspring. I have returned home to reclaim my lands by virtue of my lawful birthright.
No doubt. You are well and truly the Sarwick heir, at least insofar as your eloquence is concerned. But, on the subject of loyalty, you are accused of the murders of several men of the City Watch. Such a criminal does not deserve so noble an inheritance. You no doubt agree?
I am no criminal, Your Grace. I was imprisoned due to an unfortunate series of circumstances, and I have come to clear my name.
We shall see. Tell me, rather, what gives you the right to question the marriage arrangement we have made between the valiant Sir Valar and your sister?
Because he is bastard-born, Your Grace. Not only would it be a poor alliance, but our father's blood runs in his veins. I cannot accept such an improper marriage.
Let me remind you that Sir Valar was knighted by my own father, Lord Tywin Lannister. That alone should convince you of his merit as future Lord of River Spring. And if I'm not mistaken, your brother Garwin is accused of killing your father, is he not? When your sister came to see me, I saw no other choice. Sir Valar grew up at River Spring in the heart of the castle itself. He was the one capable of ensuring the protection of these lands, as well as that of your sisters.
With your permission, my lady, I have returned, and as the firstborn son of my house, it is up to me to decide what happens to my family. No doubt my long absence has left me but a distant memory to many here, but I am still my father's lawful heir.
Why do you not submit your grievance to the king when he is holding court? I'm certain that your request will be granted.
River Spring is under the rule of House Lannister. In any decision regarding its future, the king will defer to you or to your father. I decided to come straight to you in order to avoid wasting time.
Very astute, my lord. But you will understand that, however generous she may be, a queen may not act strictly out of charity. There are important tasks which must be carried out with the utmost discretion and efficiency. Would you be ready to undertake such a task for your queen?
My loyalty to my queen has never wavered. Tell me what you wish of me, and I will not disappoint.
Very well, Sir Alistair. Your request has been heard. Serve me well, and I will make certain that River Spring is returned to you. Disappoint me, and we will allow the King's justice to follow its course in your regard.
That will not happen.
I am delighted to hear that. We have it from reliable sources that enemies of the Crown are running unchecked in King's Landing, and I want their heads. And since it appears that you and Sir Valar have the same objective, it is my wish that you carry out this mission together. And why not use this opportunity to find out who is more dedicated, you or your half-brother?
Your Grace, I would like to discuss one last matter with you. It concerns my brother, Garwin. I was at River Spring for my father's burial, and there is, for the moment, no proof that my brother killed our father. I know not who informed the Crown of my brother's guilt, but it would seem that he was judged too quickly. I dare ask one more favor of you. Please withdraw this accusation until there is formal proof of his guilt.
I see. It is an enormous boon that you ask of me. Very well. To prove my faith in your abilities, I will lift the reward on your brother's head. The watch will leave him in peace. For the moment.
I praise your Grace's generosity.
For now, go and await me in the antechamber. There are matters I must discuss in private with Sir Valar. We will speak again shortly.
О, новый уровень дали. Так, сейчас я сразу повышу старый. Так, выносливость, здоровье. Так, ты чё? Сильно как медведь. Так, защита, пассивный, цель более неупорным. Так, это неинтересно. Пассивная жертвоспособность, так, ускорение, горение, горят еще быстрее. железный трон. И мы когда-нибудь его займем. Шутка. А может, не. Так, что тут у них ничего нету.
Have you heard about those wild beasts?
No, my dear.
Здесь тоже ничего нету. Господи! Управление.
Bloodline like that doesn't come
Что
to an end so
ты делаешь со мной? Нафиг. Чё, придурок?
Alistair, what are you doing here? You were supposed to rot in the dungeons.
That is indeed what I feared, but the light of R'hllor guided my steps out.
Sir Villar, the Queen awaits your presence.
We shall meet again, Alistair.
Sooner than you think.
И мы опять переносимся к Морсу.
So, just like that, John Aaron was dead.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid it's true. The royal seal and the missive was still unbroken when the Raven arrived.
That would mean that he passed shortly after I left King's Landing. I will pray to the Seven that his soul receives the welcome it deserves. He was a great man.
In his letter, he mentioned being wary of those around him. He feared for his life and talked about enemies of the realm who were preparing to strike. A troubling coincidence. I'll wager it has something to do with the girl.
Who knows? In any case, he must have thought her very important.
Do you still hope to carry out your mission, Sir Donnelly?
Yes, I shall not betray my lord's last wish. I must finish carrying out his orders and find a safe place for the girl. Now that we have an idea of where she is, there is no need to trouble you any longer.
You underestimate the Molestown tunnels. They're quite a labyrinth for newcomers. You need my expertise.
I would also prefer one of us to accompany you. I'd rather know what's going on in the gift.
Very well. I have a host of men waiting south of Castle Black on the way towards Molestown. I hope to meet with them and gather any news before proceeding. Jared, my lieutenant, will have warned my men of our arrival.
I'm counting on you, Mors. Report to me when you've finished your mission.
We'll leave immediately. I just need to make sure of one last thing.
As you wish, sir.
Theomar! Dick! Vion! I shall accompany Sir Donnelly to Molestown. His camp is close by. I am counting on you to get there as soon as possible. You must ensure that peace is maintained in the gift.
Very well, Mors.
Let us ride, sir. It's a long way to Molestown.
I'm right behind you.
Ну пойдем сопроводим. Что мне делать-то? Так, ты что там у него?
Dead. I still can't believe it.
Ты в сериале
That
вообще не
Lyle
помню, кто
Fox was
был
tougher than Valerian steel.
Yes, it's unfortunate news. My men would have set up camp in the area.
You know something. Spill it before I scatter your teeth onto the floor.
Please,
I beg you. I don't know what you're talking about. I swear. I'm but a simple traveling merchant.
Enough, Jared.
What? Oh. It's you, Sir Godric. This peasant refuses to answer my questions.
Leave him alone.
You can leave. Very well, my lord. Thank you.
I haven't finished with him.
Yes, you have. No one tortures the people of the gift without good reason.
And you'll do what? Hang me, like you did my brother? Try it. I could use a laugh.
Hold your tongue. Believe me, if I felt like killing you, I wouldn't have need of a noose.
No one talks to me this way, especially not a crow from that damned wall.
Shut your mouth, Jared. You disgrace us when you speak to Sir Westford that way.
But...
Silence! Return to camp and await me there. Sir Westford, his behavior is unacceptable. I offer my most humble apologies.
Just make sure he doesn't delay us.
I'll keep an eye on him. How do you plan on finding the girl?
John Arryn's letter mentions the whores at the brothel. We'll start there.
Do you think they'll talk?
The Night's Watch is in charge around here. I've had a few dealings with the local madam before, when sworn brothers found their way to her establishment. If she knows something, I'll soon find out.
The hamlet seems tiny. We'll have gone through it in no time.
Don't let yourself be fooled. The Mole's town is much bigger than it seems. More than 3/4 of the town is underground. The underground tunnels were dug by several generations of people. Living below the surface protects them from the cold. And in the midst of the tunnels is the whorehouse. I'm sure that's where we'll find the girl. This much was clear in the letter.
I see. So she's hidden among the whores. Few would think to look for her there. Lord John Arryn certainly was a diligent man.
Бедная собака, замерзает. Что-то еще очевидное. Проститутка стоит.
Well, well. If it isn't the great Mors Westford, hero of Castle Black, what can I do for you, handsome? Why don't you join me in my chambers, and I'll show you what a real
Белую
woman
маску
can
одевай.
do.
Ты
The day the
страшна.
wall collapses, I'll think about your proposition.
Charming as usual. So, what are you here for?
Жуть.
Come to take your
Надо
lost
будет
crows
замазать,
home.
чтобы
Walder brought in a new boy.
страшно было.
I believe his name is Patrick. They're in the back. Do with them what you will. But no brawling in my establishment.
No, I'm not here for pleasure. I'm looking for a girl.
Then you're here for the same reason as everyone else. What is your pleasure? Fair hair? Brown hair? Dancers? A girl skilled with her tongue?
Давай
Tell me,
по-другому.
Sybil, when was the last time a newcomer turned up at Molestown?
I don't know. Quite a while ago. Why?
Because I've heard that a girl recently arrived in town. A young woman fleeing.
What was she fleeing from?
The kind of danger that would force someone to hide out in a remote place like Molestown. Men who want to kill her at any cost, for instance.
And she meant to hide here until the world had forgotten about her?
That's right.
But what did she do?
I don't know. But I hope to find her before those other men do.
I would like to help you, but I'm afraid I've not seen your mystery girl. If a Southron girl had turned up, I think I would have known.
I never said she was Southron.
Oh, well, I just assumed that. Anyway, if you came here just to ask me foolish questions, I must request that you leave. I've a business to run.
Listen to me closely, madam. This is a grave matter. I need to find that girl at any cost. If I have to, I'll rip up your brothel plank by plank. And if I find out you've lied to me, I'll rip off your head as well. I'll ask you again, where is the girl?
Well, what would you do if you found her?
The King's Hand wanted this girl protected. I'm here to make sure that happens. I'm sure I can protect her better than you and your girls can.
Very well. I know that you're a man of honor. I hope I don't regret this decision. The girl's name is Jane Greyston. She's been hiding here for some time.
I thank you for your trust, Sybil. Now, where is the girl?
She's in one of my rooms, downstairs. Go down the stairs, turn left. It's the last door on the right. But don't you dare hurt her.
Don't worry. I'm here to protect her. Thank you for your help.
Так, ладно, давайте посмотрим, что тут интересно.
Don't be shy. My castle's big enough for all of you.
Такой рвани. Ничего, нормально двигается. Для дерева. Так, что у нас тут? Тоже две девчонки. Где болтают. Ладно, хватит фигней заниматься. Леха заблудился, но мне куда-то вниз надо идти. Сюда. А, вон.
Are still in the room. She obviously left in a hurry. This trinket must be hers. Her perfume still clings to it. The trail is still fresh. It should be no problem finding her.
Собаку, что ли? Ну-ка. Собака. Нюхай. Искать весь. Так. Ах ты, сука. Так. Почему собаку, сука, трогаешь?
Get this dog out of my kitchen.
My dog picked up the scent of a woman who recently came through here.
She went that way. If you find her, tell her not to be running through my kitchen like that. Now off with you. I don't want trouble with the Night's Watch.
Да я знаю, что у тебя тут потайной ход есть. Так, ладно, собака искать.
I want fresh fish, but your fish is rotten.
Так, ладно, понятно.
Watch. Just a gang of thieves and brigands. That's all they are.
Блин. Как же тут все коряво-то, а?
I see you always have a good excuse ready. What did I do to the seven to deserve such a husband?
My fish is fresh. Who wants fresh fish?
I see you always have a good excuse ready. What did I do to the seven to deserve such a husband?
You're crazy.
I don't even know her. She just ran past me like a mad shrew.
I see you always have a good excuse ready. What did I do to the seven to deserve such a husband?
You won't find her. She's unavailable according to Sybil.
Really?
She must be keeping. One day I'll get out of it.
Terrible. What the hell are the night watch doing? I could never beat them or anything. The doorway's closed. You can't go in. It's true, but everyone's safe instead of safe. Oh shit, I live there. I know it's just their little schemes. Who was that girl? Another one of your... The girl came to hide in my house.
Any idea what had given her such a fright?
Not at all.
What happened to
But
you,
she's
my
sweet
pretty?
as an angel.
You're trembling
I
like
could
a
never
leaf.
refuse her anything.
It's my father. He was going to...
Do what?
When he drinks, he often hits me.
Bastard.
There you are at last, young lady. You couldn't get much further anyway.
Is that her?
Yes. There's no doubt about it. The trail leads right to her.
Who are you?
I am Mors Westford, a ranger of the Night's Watch. The King's Hand sent us to find you.
The Night's Watch? The last time I crossed paths with one of you, he tried to steal from me.
Never fear. The boy you encountered earlier was a deserter and a coward. I am nothing like him. And that was my dog that saved you from him back in the woods.
I thought I'd seen that animal before.
Enough. Sir Mors, you can leave us now. You have completed your mission and the Crown will show you its gratitude for this.
You aren't a member of the Night's Watch.
Indeed. This is Sir Godric Donnelly, Lord Arryn's emissary. He is responsible for your protection.
Come with me, Jane. I am here to take you to a safe place.
A safe place? I know Sir Donnelly. You don't look like him at all.
Stop with the games, little girl.
Go to hell, imposter!
Silence! I'm taking this girl to Castle Black. Once there, we'll figure out what to do.
I'm afraid not, Sir Westford. Do you intend on opposing my lord's orders?
I know full well where my duty lies. This situation would not please the Lord Commander, and it doesn't please me either. Mormont will decide. This matter is closed.
Thank you, my lord.
I don't understand why you are being so stubborn, Sir Westford. I'm asking you one final time to allow me to leave with the girl. Return to the wall and report that your mission was a success.
My mission was to take this girl to safety. And I will. You can plead your case to the Lord Commander.
Very well. I was hoping it wouldn't have to come to this, but you leave me no choice. I won't allow anyone to get in my way. You are tougher than I imagined, Sir Westford. But you haven't heard the last of me. Bloodseekers, here! Kill the crow! Bring the girl back, dead or alive! I'll leave you to talk with my men. Resist if you will, but nothing will stop me from getting my hands on that girl.
Not as long as I live.
So be it.
Ничего нету. Наконец-то.
Thank you, my lord. If it weren't for you, I would no longer be alive.
Follow me. Let's get out of this midden heap quickly before we get trapped here. That imposter thinks he can hide, but I'll hunt him down.
Ладно, на этой веселой ноте и закончим нашу сегодняшнюю серию. Всем всего доброго и до скорых встреч. Пока-пока-пока.